Tom, are you on London time? Are you still?
No, not really. I mean, I was only over there for 3 days. So.
You could have stayed longer. You're allowed.
No, that's the only way to do it, really. To
Yeah.
make your vacation more hectic than your normal life. Is what,
just travel.
I mean, I didn't have to fly the plane. It was quite relaxing.
I really sleep on a plane pretty well. It's it's real strange. Once you get sleeping on the plane down, that's 75% of the battle.
Yeah.
On the way there. So you leave in the early evening and you arrive there and it's morning.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's what is it? Yeah, it was fine. It was good. Had a nice time.
Did you have shrimp, fish and chips? Shrimp. Did you have mushy peas?
I did not have any mushy
Did you have
peas.
sticky toffee pudding?
I did not have sticky toffee pudding.
Did you have a good meal? Good English meal?
The only picture
bangers?
from a restaurant they sent us was they went to get coffee.
That was it?
Oh,
That was it. Yeah, that's the one that I saw.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I did. Something I forgot about it. No, I did get fish and chips.
Yeah.
And the fish had a head with a lot of teeth.
I saw that photo.
And the tail.
Yeah, you sent me that. That was terrifying.
Yeah, it was big teeth. It was like a 8-inch, 10-inch long fish, and it was curled around, and it was
biting its own tail.
Yeah, that's true. With its tail and its mouth chomped down on it. Mm-hmm. Coming back to America and as an American can be really, they're really pissy.
Well, if I'm
we've done a lot of things.
If I'm TSA, I see you coming at me. I'm thinking nobody can be this white and safe. This guy is up to something. That's what I'm thinking.
We were at war with them. Don't remember?
Yeah, we were.
That.
No, the English were fine.
They still
they were great. Coming back to America, both the customs guy was pissy, and the TSA lady was a total bitch in Philadelphia.
Well, my buddy Maury and I went to Canada. I told you that we went into Canada, and Maury said, "This is this guy's first visit to Canada." And the Canadian border guard goes, "What's the matter? Don't you like us?" And then we went back to the USA, and he couldn't have been pissier. It was just a jerk.
Huh.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Yeah, you didn't catch any fish, huh? Well, I better check anyway. Open your trunk.
Why'd you go to England? I said, well, I was trying to foment revolution and have the English take over our country. Maybe it's 250 years too late, sir. But
I asked you that. Why did you go to London?
yeah. Why'd you go to England? Real pissy.
I mean, they're working hard. They got a tough job. It's
And then when I got up there, there's one person going, go to anyone with a green light. Walk up to one with the green light. No, don't come here. You got a giant green light, you incredible ass. So I go to the next guy, and I'm like, what the hell? It wasn't even crowded, and they were being dicks. But the woman at TSA, they've got to start posting the rules. And they're all. I get up there. Everything has to go in your suitcase.
Tom, it's Thunderdome. There are no rules.
No, it is. I'm actually with him on this one because every airport has different ones. Some shoes off, belt off. If you walk up there, you put your shoes in the thing, and the guy goes, "Hey, excuse me, your shoes stay on this time."
Yeah. Oh, do they?
And I go, "Hey, you know what? You work here. I don't work here.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't go to TSA every day. If you got to get a little uniformity, put them up."
Well, and no offense, but you're of a certain age where you don't have to take your shoes off anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got shoes. Everything has to go in your suitcase.
Right.
I said, I got to put my phone in my suitcase. No. Then she reaches behind her because there were no bins or anything, and she gives me this like filthy dog bowl. That goes in here. As Willie says, hey, I don't work here. I don't know where you keep your dog bowls for the phones. I'm imagining 99% of the people that come through TSA are carrying one. Maybe you should have them out here where we can see them. And I noticed that you and your 5 friends are all sitting on your gigantic fat asses, not doing anything but talking.
There it goes.
So maybe you could, since
He wasn't fat, was he?
No, she.
Okay.
She was a fat bitch.
Oh, nothing worse than a fat woman.
You gotta take it easy, man.
Nothing
We
uglier
were
than
all
a
having
fat
fun.
lady. I tell you.
Dog bowls and phones was such a good time,
Travel
man.
with Papa.
It was crazy.
Hey, Chunkles, could you get off your ass and come over here?
No, Chuckles doesn't cover it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, bigger than Chuckles.
Put down the Cinnabon.
Yeah.
God forbid a woman weigh more than 110.
Three
No
bills?
kidding.
My goodness.
3-4 bills?
Oh, 3 minimum.
3 bill minimum.
Yeah, I'm
All
sorry,
right.
I'm not causing you to work. I take you away from your break. I'm just saying, how about some uniformity? Maybe a couple of signs. I don't care. But other than that, it was fine. Then of course, I went to go urinate, and there was a guy once again in the
Side
stall,
saddle.
side saddle. I still
Yes.
can't. I still can't figure out why would anyone be sitting like this on a toilet?
Well,
Makes no sense.
I tell you what, I start that way today from now on.
Good. You're going to
I'm
side
going
saddle?
side saddle, even at home.
you never know.
Isn't that called an English saddle? Isn't that the...
No, in
What is
English, a full English is they have a full English breakfast, don't they?
No, but I mean, didn't...
To ride English is not side saddle.
Okay, well, didn't the ladies ride side
Yes,
saddle?
they did.
Yeah, they didn't want their who on the saddle,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, they wore skirts. They couldn't get...
No.
Lady
It was all
Godiva,
about
did she go side saddle?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, that would be...
Boy, oh
Too busy
boy.
giving away my patio.
That would be...
You know what? You don't have to look very far to find a smartass in this room, do you?
No, you don't.
Holy hell.
God.
Can't we have a conversation? Like those people on Landman, those cowboys. Nobody says yes or no. Is that oil, is that pump ready to go? Well, if it wasn't, it wouldn't be out there, would it? How about yes or no, you dick?
Yeah, just
Is it
tell us
gonna
what to
rain?
do. That's all I ask.
Is it going to rain today?
Okay.
Oh, eventually.
I must say the TSA here, lovely and very nice. I don't know what happened in Philadelphia that everybody's so pissy, but I thought it was the city of brotherly love.
Well, it's only one section.
I must have missed something in the news.
Isn't that sarcastic, the brotherly love thing, I thought?
It is at this point.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. If you're just joining us, hello. How are you? Thanks for being here.
If you're an overweight TSA agent, though, you can move
Sorry
along.
we lost you as a listener.
We don't want you listening.
If you're that fat bitch in Philadelphia that everything goes in your suitcase, sir.
You gotta relax, man.
Pat,
You gotta relax. Man.
And well, how about some bins the way everyone else has it? You can put your stuff in the bin. And do I just
Why didn't
toss
they
my
have
phone?
bins?
Because they were behind her because she was busy chatting with her other fat friends.
have you got to do?
Probably
my
talking.
gosh.
Well, you know.
Probably talk about what they're going to do for their next break.
No. They're talking about
they're gonna
food.
have lunch?
No, they're talking about food.
Yeah. Hello, Chick McGee. Great to be back in the USA. Now, did you go see any fireworks?
I did not.
Because I saw fireworks in London.
I heard plenty. How do they present the 4th of
Yeah.
July in London? As if they came out on top?
It was just
They change it.
It was inadvertent at the end of Noah Khan's show. They shot some off. It was incredibly cool at Hyde Park, London.
I had not done this before. Well, Joey's my standard Australian Shepherd's 3 years old, and I finally got it together to go to the vet and get her some pills for the fireworks. And man, I'm not going to tell you what they gave her. I'll tell you guys off the air, but I don't want to share it on the air.
And were they minty when you took them?
I have not taken them yet, but let me tell you something.
They're suppositories.
This little puppy dog could care less, man.
Really?
Fireworks, I don't care. Shoot them out of my ass. I don't care. That sounds great, man.
It is the D and CBD stand for doggy.
She is laying in the middle of the floor right now.
Oh, yeah.
High AF.
I'm pretty sure me and Joey, I had a pretty similar thing going on spring of 2016. Just tell her to
Man,
be careful.
oh, man.
Make sure she weans off.
Oh, well, I'm getting, yeah. I'm watching her.
Is that one of those internet things? HAF, high as
F.
Oh, yeah.
No,
AF.
AF.
It's been around for a while.
just
Yeah,
just
that's been-
I know AF is
Whatever,
but is
AF.
high as okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So your doggy was okay. Well, that's good.
She was good. Yeah, she's fine. She's wonderful now. So
Okay, cool. But you didn't go see any live fireworks?
I did not.
Mr. Godwin, did you?
In the bedroom. Fireworks in the bedroom.
My man.
Oh, you were Bird and Beaver?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley?
Backseat of the limo didn't
Was your
know
hand
the
flying?
camera was on.
Fireworks in the bedroom.
No.
Now, were they lady fingers or were they M80s?
Did you have sex with a man?
I'll be behind the bottle rocket.
Yes or no? And it's okay if you did, buddy. I love you.
It's here, I'm here, Ace is here, and there's a Chick McGee.
You gotta turn
phone's
the,
on.
WhatsApp.
turn the beep
just
on your
went-
phone.
on.
Went again.
There's a switch on the
The
side.
TSA.
Yeah, it
people
says,
calling.
there is a switch
Sorry.
that'll put it on vibrate.
I want you to know that if any of you have your phone on, you'll be dealt with
Interrupting the show like
quickly and severely. We're on the air,
Do people not know
okay?
you're working right now?
No, hang on a second.
First day doing radio.
Let
Why'd
me
you say-
explain how radio
Did you
works.
say, hang on a second? Were you stopping us from criticizing you for your phone being on?
Sorry. I was on a plane for 16 hours yesterday. I'm a little bit
Nobody cares.
jet lagged.
16 hours? No,
You know what?
you were traveling for 16 hours.
Yeah, no, I left the hotel. It would have been 7.
Yeah, but you weren't on a
The
plane.
lady.
It would have been 2 in the morning here when I left.
The lady at TSA is starting to come into clearer focus the longer you talk. I almost understand.
I'm siding with her now.
I get her.
Very
I'm
comfortable
going to send her a
flight.
Cinnabon.
Thank you, American Airlines. Yeah, send her some more food so she can get fatter so no one can see what the signs say.
Oh, my God. She was blocking the signs.
There were
with
no
her-
signs. I'm
with
just
her
saying.
size.
Just saying, for God's sake.
Blocking this.
People, we're all confused. We don't work. As Willie said, I don't work at TSA. And everyone, it seems like they all make up their own rules. So shoes on, shoes off, hats on, hats off. Everything has to go in.
I'm not messing with my hat. I can tell you that.
Everything has to go in your bag, whatever.
We've all flown with a comedian who refuses to take his shoes off.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Really?
You know who that is.
At Hastings?
Yes.
God, what an idiot.
I'm not taking my shoes off.
I was standing right behind him when the TSA guys, do you have anything in your pockets that we should be aware of? And he said, Drew, quick as anything, whatever you could find.
If you're behind someone on line at TSA and they start yelling about the Constitution, it's going to take you a longer time to get through.
No kidding.
This is against my rights.
Now, once again, I was in the Philadelphia airport, and I after dealing with the incredibly rude immigration guy,
Right.
Welcome back to your country. I'm going to be all pissy about letting you back in. Okay, great.
Immigration man.
But I had to go to the bathroom, and I walked in. I told you this before. I could see, as I walked in, I wasn't looking, but I couldn't help but notice there was a guy sitting side saddle on a toilet. I still don't understand this. Willie, I think, may have the best explanation. He was in the pooping position, if you will, but facing the side because his feet were clearly.
Yes.
In your thought, Willie, is one?
I think he's holding the bar that's there for folks that need it. He's holding the bar. He's bracing for dear life so he can do his business. Again, I don't know. I got pushed into even having this theory. I didn't want to have this theory.
I know it's a
But
fine
Psycho started
theory.
talking, so now we got to figure something out. I think he's holding it. He's pretending that it's a little. It's like a little
Maybe
motorcycle.
he was doing squats.
Vroom vroom. Could have been doing squats.
Yeah. You don't know. He could have been working out.
Could you tell if he was a large man? Was he a bigger?
I didn't stick around.
He wasn't a big fat bitch, was he? Was he a big fat bitch? Didn't you tell me you a major transaction going over and coming back?
No. Twice, though, coming back.
Twice.
Yeah,
Twice in the tour.
I had tried to
Ooh.
time everything so I wouldn't have to do that, but unfortunately,
Excessive.
Man,
yeah, it was really on my
I don't
level
know
of
how you
anxiety.
pull that off. I could
all
not.
that-
I'm
Well,
not an anxious
way.
flyer, but
All
I
that-
if I have to poop on the plane,
All that Welsh rarebit.
and then but every time that seatbelt sign would come on, I'd go, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't want to get trapped here.
Did you have spotted dick while you were over there?
He got it when he came back.
Oh, hey, that's right. I'll be behind the couch. Yeah.
Those aren't zits.
Oh, yeah.
What is
Come on, man.
spotted dick is a dessert? It was like a pudding. What is it
I
again?
think it is. I don't know.
I've never
It
had
comes
it.
in a can. I know that.
Well, you
It
can
comes
make your own.
anywhere.
You can make your own pudding in.
It prefers to come in a can. I know that.
Oh, can I share? So this is another unusual thing.
Yeah.
If you ordered a coffee and you asked for cream and sugar, every single time I did, they would always go, "We have milk," which is nice. In other words, they made an effort to point out it's not cream, it's going to be milk. That's cool.
And what was your response? I asked for cream, you fat bitch.
Look, lady, I'm on a roll. I just came from Philly, okay? You want to mess with me some more?
With your bad attitude, you should work at the Philadelphia airport.
Boy, oh, boy.
Well, on that note,
People. We got a couple of emails for you, Tom. Hello, Bob and Tom Show. Listening to Tom's TSA rant this morning was fantastic. No better way to start a Monday. Good to see Willie in the studio this morning. You guys rock. That's from Kyle.
and God bless the people who work at the TSA. I'm just saying the one in,
Except this one
the
guy.
one in Philadelphia.
One gal.
The TSA needs some standards. They need signs. Dave, I walk up to this place and she goes, "You got to put everything in your suitcase." My phone. Then she turns around and throws this dog bowl. No, put it in there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I should have just pulled one out of my ass because how did I know?
Right.
And
Why don't you put these where people can see them?
You're being truthful about her tone and inflection.
Absolutely. She was a total bitch.
And you don't know that you can't take your phone through.
Of course.
Okay.
But usually you put it in a
little
bin
bowl
or
or
a tray, and they're
Right.
right there for
right,
you.
Right. Okay.
And then I think it's perfectly legitimate to say shoes on or off.
Yeah.
So you want large signs with a large font saying "Do this."
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They
I
can
see
put them
that.
and put them in 50 languages, whatever they have to, or have someone politely say, by the
A
way,
lot of signs.
That's a lot of signs, 50 languages.
well,
50 languages.
What is this, a UN?
But now, aren't there signs up there already? Why couldn't you see those?
There's not a lot of signs. I am with him.
there were none.
There aren't.
Yeah,
I've like,
Usually they have somebody yelling instructions.
And the
Yes.
shoe thing, I get it, I understand it, and here the lady, when she went through, they took one of those wands and they did a whole thing with her shoes. I don't know what that was all about. I guess I don't know. So who knows? I'm
Maybe
just
she was wearing steel-toed shoes.
Maybe there are magic shoes, you know, with the wand.
yeah.
One
I got-
more.
Make her
Oh,
float.
hang on. Dear Tom, there are TSA bitches out there that big.